in this documentary where Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, and others say these 9/11 truthers that are asking questions need to be tased, need to be beaten, need to be arrested, need to be shipped to secret prisons to be tortured. And they're not joking. That's a White House talking point. Because we saw it simultaneously on all the channels. And since then, the feds have planted a bomb at the military recruiting center in Times Square and tried to blame it on 9/11 truth. Since then, today in Kentucky at the NRA convention, accredited We Are Change politely asked Oliver North about his involvement in the FEMA camp program, which we have Senate hearings on. The police tackled them, beat them up, stole their cameras, stole their equipment, erased it, took the memory sticks and the cameras, threw them out on the street. This is in the United States. Only in third world countries and Nazi Germany and Soviet Russia do you see the press being assaulted by goons, and it is outrageous.
It is.
Yeah. I want you to understand that a lot of people have gone through death threats. I don't just mean death threats at their house. I mean people calling their mother up who lives at another location and saying, your son's visiting a friend in another state right now. He was just out back playing volleyball. Boy, I can't wait to slit that little fucker's neck. That's the government. I can't wait to slit your son's throat. That's your government, ladies and gentlemen. That's the crooks that run this country. They destroyed your dollar. They sucked the treasury dry. They have trillions of dollars in no-bid contracts, and they're having their way with us. It's not enough to ship their heroin and cocaine into this nation and put our young people in prison if they're dumb enough to use it. Yeah! It's not enough to pour Ritalin and Prozac on 20% of our young people whose molecules are more dangerous than the illegal narcotics they ship in. It's not enough for them to have CPS kidnapping over 1.5 million children every year. And they're doubling their numbers of government agents. 1/10 of new college graduates are Homeland Security related. That's a literal control freak on every corner, watching what you say, arresting you and tasering you for your beliefs. They built concentration camps, and this isn't 10 years ago when I was reading secret documents. It's now public! They're not going to be able to sell this. They're not going to be able to get away with it. We're going to wake the people up. We're going to tell the people about it. And then these bastards are going to still make their move. And that's why they're going to fall. This is not Germany. This is not Russia. And we're going to kick their ass. We're not going to cower. We're not going to let them intimidate us and take over and go quietly into the night. We're not going on the trains. We're not going to their facilities. We're going to wake up as many people as we can peacefully. And if they keep pushing, and when they stake first blood, we're going to kick their ass. Never believe their propaganda. When they tell you they're winning, they're losing.
Yep.
Last night when I was here, I told the story about I had the head of the Kissinger Group, one of the top people at the Carnegie Endowment. That's what sets our society. And I was about to have him on. And during the break, I went to him. I said, thanks for coming on, sir. He started laughing at me. He said, yeah, Jones. I said, oh, you know who I am? He goes, of course we know who you are. And I said, yeah, you're coming on here because you're in trouble. And you know we're coming for you. And he just laughed at me. But by the end of the interview, I came to say bye to him, and he was upset because he realized his bull wasn't selling. And he realized the truth's rising, and nothing's going to stop it. They thought they could carry out these attacks with their military mentality of, well, we'll kill 3,000. It's for the greater good, of our empire. Well, meanwhile, even you believe that, they're destroying the empire. They're destroying our country, its name, the dollar, everything. They created the radical Muslims. The British over 80 years ago, intentionally over 50 years ago, to overthrow secular mainstream governments. Little time bombs to destroy all those Arab nations, to set up a war so they have a system, a war to sell weapons to. That's all they've done. They create crises, and then they always offer the solution. But they've gone too far. This isn't just killing Kennedy alone. in 1963 with the Cold War mentality, when the people would rationalize and make excuses, even though they knew that it was an inside job, people kind of just shut up about it. Everybody can see one man having his head blown off and say, well, that doesn't affect me. But people see buildings blowing up and remote control aircraft going into them. Everybody says, my God, these people are total madmen. It's one thing to commit an assassination. It's another thing to kill 3,000 innocent people because you want to have a war and an empire. In this film, you're going to see young men and women with the police and their minions saying that video cameras are guns and that protesters are terrorists and that they're going to say they have bombs and set them up. That's how corrupt the system has gotten. The police and private security will frame people on video. They're not even